Ji, correspondent, Ramakrishna Mission, Shilpa Mandir, Belur Math, Howrah. He will speak on Ram Prasad Sen, Chandidas, Laurel Farik, Vidyapati, and other luminous figures. I heartily welcome you, sir. Respectfully, we are welcome you on the dais. I invite my colleague, Sri Prakash Kamath ji, to come on dais and give brief note about our Swamiji.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all. Now it's my pleasure to give a brief introduction about Swami Vedatitananda ji. We are honored to welcome Swami Vedatitananda ji Maharaj ji, correspondent of the Ramakrishna Mission, Shilpa Mandira, Belur Math, Howrah. A devoted monk of the Ramakrishna order, Swamiji embraced monastic life in 1999 at the tribal center of the order in Ponampet, Coorg district, Karnataka. Swamiji has served with dedication at the Belgaum Ramakrishna Mission and the Along Ramakrishna Mission School before taking charge at Belur Math. Since 2013, he has been guiding and nurturing young minds as a head of the Polytechnic College and Skill Development Center at Shilpa Mandira, combining spiritual ideals with practical education and service. With deep reverence, we welcome Swami Vedatitananda Maharaj ji and invite him to bless us with his words of wisdom. We now request Swamiji to deliver his presentation. Thank you, Swamiji.
In the spirit of our timeless tradition of Atithi Devo Bhava, I respectfully invite Pujya Swami Atma Shraddhananda ji, trustee of Ramakrishna Math and Mission, headquarters, Belur Math, Howrah. Yes, sir, both will felicitate. I request our director, Sri H.N. Suresh, sir, to come on the dais. Offer our respectful felicitation to both the Swamijis. Sir, please. First. Who will speak?
You set up the computer for me here, man. Good. ಮಾಡು ಮಾಡು ಮಾಡಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಜಾಕ್ ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಫೈನ್. ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀ, ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಸಹನಾವವತು ಸಹನೌ ಭುನಕ್ತು ಸಹ ವೀರ್ಯಂಕರವಾವಹೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಾವಧೀತಮಸ್ತು ಮಾ ವಿದ್ವಿಷಾವಹೈ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. Revered Swami Atma Shraddhananda Ji Maharaj, revered Lalit Maharaj from Rajkot, respected director and other office bearers of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and dear friends. So for the next 45 minutes I will speak on the saints of Bengal. As was introduced, I have come from Ramakrishna Mission Shilpa Mandira, Belur Math, which is an engineering, diploma engineering college and a skill development center. So many years ago, before going to Belur Math, I used to study here in Bangalore. So every once in a while, when necessary, I will be trying to explain it in Kannada also for you. This topic is a very, very important topic. Saints of Bengal. So Bengal, as you know, has a very rich history. So the history of Bengal actually spans thousands of years. And from ancient Banga to modern West Bengal and Bangladesh, that entire thing is called Bengal. So the ancient history is considered prehistoric to 12th century. So where we had the Banga and other kingdoms, these were part of the Mauryan and the Gupta dynasties. Then a watershed moment in Bengal's history is the Muslim rule. So the Muslim rule, the first Muslims to enter Bengal happened in 700 AD. That was almost during the lifetime or towards the end of the lifetime of Prophet Muhammad. But as a political power, it was from the 1200s. So from there onwards, we find a complete change in the culture and the local lifestyle, literature, songs, even religion of Bengal. So we will be entering into that. Then we will need to know that Bengal was highly influenced by the colonial rule. So colonial rule was another watershed moment for Bengal. That is the British rule. British rule because especially they took some decisions which harmed the mind of the local people. It hurt them, very deeply it has hurt them. And even today that hurt continues. So we know the partition that happened, and partition once happened in 1905 and that continued later on in 1947 when the British left. So these things have a role to play in the local history. We will be going into small issues of that. We will confine ourselves to what are the forces that created the saints of Bengal. So that is the reason I went into this history. So religion in Bengal, if you study, you will find it is basically a mother worship center. From time immemorial, we have had people who worshipped mother. That is, God in the form of mother as power, Shakti. So it is a Shakti worship area. Now, then what happened is, this Shakti worship in Bengal continued from God knows when till around 1100-1200 AD. In 1100-1200 AD, what happened is, there was a rise of Islam in that region. There was a rise of Islam in that region. Now when Islam rose there, So there was a huge population in Bengal who got attracted to Islam. There were certain aspects of Islam which Hinduism of that age could not provide. So all those people who were disgruntled, they were appealed, they were attracted to Islam, they went that side, and as a reaction came Krishna Bhakti in that place. So this is the basic history of Bengal. You get the point? Right from the Vedic times, from prehistoric times, this has been under mother's control, mother worship. Then around, so naturally, there were issues with the society when mother worship was prevalent in Bengal, when society was primarily mother worship oriented. So there were people, there were groups of people within the Hindu community who were alienated from the mainstream. So those are the people who got attracted to Buddhism first and thereafter to Islam. And as a reaction to that exodus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his Krishna worship came in. This is the history of Bengal, religious history of Bengal. So, mother worship. So, when we talk of mother worship, basically mother worship itself was the outgrowth of Buddhism. So, when ancient Vedic religion was there, so all of them, they had integrated the worship of consciousness, the worship of power, and the practices. So that is Brahma, Shakti, and Yoga. These three were integrated. Then over a period of time, there was decadence. There were not sufficient people to take this up. So Buddhist reformation came. Now, Buddhist reformation, what they did is, they didn't concentrate, they didn't concern themselves with consciousness at all. They don't know. They say, we don't know whether there is consciousness or not. This is one of the fundamental premises of Buddhism. So they didn't bother about Shakti also, naturally. But they concentrated on yoga. Buddhism is basically Yoga Vedanta. So when that took roots in this country, when Buddhism took roots in this country, there were people who were fundamentally attracted to mother worship. So they took up the tantric aspects. That is how Tantra grows in the post-Buddhistic era. I hope you are following the history, because once we get this, then all the rest of the things become easy for us. So when Tantras became, when they were nurtured, Agamas and Tantras, they formed the backbone of the present mother worship that we have. That happened in this region. Which region? Bengal and the eastern India region. See, there are 51 Shaktipitas in this country. Out of the 51 Shaktipitas, you will be surprised, 20 are in Bengal. 20 of them are in Bengal. And nowadays what has happened is, we have this Bangladesh and West Bengal. West Bengal has 13 and Bangladesh has 7. You understand? Now compare this with some other states. For example, Assam has only 2. Maharashtra, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, they have a small number, 2, 3, 4 like that. So 13 must be giving you an idea that mother worship is highly concentrated there. So like I was telling you, mother worship, Sufism and Krishna Bhakti, these are the 3 layers of religion in Bengal. They are highly interconnected. Now Ram Prasad represents the mother worship line. Lalan Fakir, the pronunciation was not right when the announcement happened. It is Lalan Fakir, Lalan Shah Fakir, Sufi. He is the Islamic Bhakti movement guy. And Chandidas and Vidyapati, they are the Krishna worship people. So that is the reason I will be dealing with Ram Prasad first, Lalan Fakir next, and Chandidas and Vidyapati towards the last. So in fact, when the topic came up, discussion, will you be coming here, will you be talking on saints of Bengal, and these are the saints. At that time I had asked, so how can you talk of saints of Bengal without naming Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramakrishna Paramahansa? So then they said, we will be having separate sessions for those two. So the moment we include Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Ramakrishna, there is so much corpus of knowledge about these two that rest of the people will get, overlooked, sidelined. So that is the reason, keeping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Ramakrishna in the background, I will be spending my rest of the, say, half an hour, 45 minutes on these 4 saints. So Ram Prasad. Ram Prasad is a Bengali Shakta poet. He was a poet and a saint. So the way you can understand it is, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕನಕದಾಸರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ರಾಮ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಇನ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್? ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ academic poets. They are not literary people. But there was deep devotion inside. From that devotion comes out some things. And somehow later on when it has come out from the mouth, so when it is recorded we understand this is the highest level of literacy, poetry, literature. So I know we have one Maharaj, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ H.N. Murali. He has a PhD on Purandaradasa's poems, songs. That is the level of literacy these people. Ram Prasad is like that. So his life blended deep spiritual practice with lyrical genius. See, basically that literary aspect comes when the play of words happens, when there is a new formation of words in order to show a particular emotion. All those depth they were able to. So Ram Prasad has a very deep name. He is a very abiding person in Bengali literature and Bengali religion as such. So he was born around 17. There is a confusion on the dates. That is why there is a gap there. So it could be anywhere between 1718 to 1723 in Garalgacha. Garalgacha is very near to Belur Math. So it's very near to Belur Math. It's towards Howrah Hooghly region. And in those days he was born during the Mughal Empire. Then when he dies, India has already gone. This region has already gone under the British Empire. So he dies in a place called Hali Shahar. Hali Shahar is a very important town there. It is mainly known for Ram Prasad. Ram Prasad did his sadhana there. And most of his poems came out when he was in Hali Shahar. Hali Shahar temple can be seen if you cross the Nadi through Ganga on a boat. You will be able to see that. So he was born in a Bengali Vaidya family. So allina Vaidyaru antandre ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ you can consider them something like the Shetty family, the Vaishyas. He belonged to that kind of a caste. So he received traditional Sanskrit education, including Tantric and Vedantic texts. So Bengal and other Odisha, they had a tradition called toll education, toll. ನಮ್ದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠಶಾಲಾ ಅಂತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಠಶಾಲೆ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು. Now there are only English and Kannada medium schools. Whereas we used to have Pathshala, those places had tolls. He was a student of that thing. Then later on he became a clerk. He worked as an accountant in Calcutta. He had a passion for composing songs. ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಮಧ್ಯ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು. Everybody, some children have this knack for, so just as some children have a knack for music. Then what happens is as they grow up, they start developing that. So in Ram Prasad also we saw this. When he would work, he would compose songs, he would sing songs to mother, and that would naturally distract him from his allotted duty. So the boss got angry, the accountant got angry, and when he finally understood what is my clerk wasting his time upon, what is the thing that he has written, when he saw those songs, when he saw those poems, he was so touched. So he said, "Tum aisa likhte raho na. You keep writing this, you keep composing this, this is better than the clerk's job. I will pay you." He supported him. So that is a very interesting development in his, we find this in certain other saints also. Once in a while it happens with them. So he practiced Tantric sadhana. There is a difference between Tantric sadhana and Vedantic sadhana. So in South India here, for example, it is all Vedantic, primarily Vedantic. We do have some Tantric sadhanas down in Kerala. In Kerala, some places we have got. So what the types of songs that he wrote, yes sir?
Sir, what is the difference between Tantric sadhana and Vedanta sadhana?
Oh yes. Should we have a session on that separately? Because it is so deep, it will take a long time. Now since he raised it, I will just very quickly clear this for you. So Vedantic sadhana generally in India, if you see the history of India, so there is a way of looking at life, reality. Now when you make consciousness the primary aspect of reality, it is Vedantic. When you make power the primary aspect of reality, it is Tantric. You make neither consciousness nor power as your fundamental aspect of reality, but this human being, the forces within this human being, then it is yogic. So these are the three. These three were actually one. So we have a book called Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. If you read that book, almost every page Ramakrishna is telling, don't forget that Brahman and Shakti are one. Don't forget that Brahman and Shakti are one. So the reason being, Brahman, Shakti and the yoga, these have to be united. So anyway, we will deal with that some other time when we get a chance. Now, this Ram Prasad Sen's songs, they belong to a type of literature called Bengali Shakta Padavali. Padavali is a type of poems, and he influenced Kamalakanta, other poets, these were other saints. They also saw God. So seeing God is the fundamental thing in religion. It is not a question of what you believe in. So I will give you a small example of the type of songs Ram Prasad used to create and sing. So the songs he would sing, he was not a pakka musician. He never learnt music. So he had a tune. Almost all the songs, which are about 500 to 800 are recorded, almost all of them are set to a tune which is today called Ram Prasadi. All the songs have that same raga. Those of you who have heard in Ramakrishna Mission, we keep singing these Bengali songs also we keep singing. So what I will do now is I will just play a couple of lines of a song for you. Listen to that. That is the Ram Prasadi tune. And the meaning of this song is extremely beautiful. जिसको हिंदी आता है वो बंगाली समझ जाएगा वो. मेरा वॉइस ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ. ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ತುಂಬ ಜೋರಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ವಿಡಿಯೋ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So this song, set mado. I want the music down. The meaning of this song is very interesting. The meaning of this song is, he must have seen some farmer doing something, halli jaga adu, rural area. So he says, you can farm the field of your life. And since you don't know all the problems in your life. Nanen madde andre, this is a Bengali song. It was sung by a very, very famous musician called Arijit Singh. Arijit Singh is also a very popular musician. He sings for movies and all. Very popular singer. He sang this. A very beautiful, same original Ram Prasadi tune. Now this song was translated by G.S. Shivarudrappa for the gospel. And it was sung by our many Swamijis. So this is how the Ram Prasadi tune. It's the same tune, keeps on repeating. All songs are of the same type.
मन रे कृषि काज जानो ना, मन रे कृषि काज जानो ना, এমন মানব জমিন রইল পতিত, আবাদ করলে ফল তো সোনা.
You can't understand? Very simple Bengali. মন রে তুই কৃষি কাজ জানো না. কৃষি কাজ মানে ফার্মিং. মন রে মানে ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಮನವೇ ಅಂತ. ರೇ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ. ಸೊ ಮೋನ್ ರೇ ತುಯ್ ಕೃಷಿ ಕಾದ್ ಜಾನೋನ. ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯುವರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ರಾಮ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದಿ ಟ್ಯೂನ್. Now this is Kannada. Most of you, all of you are Kannada people right here. So you will understand you listen to this song.
ನಿನ್ನ ಬಾಳಿನ ಹೊಲವು ಪಾಳು ಬೀದಿಹುದಲ್ಲೋ, ನಿನ್ನ ಬಾಳಿನ ಹೊಲವು ಪಾಳು ಬೀದಿಹುದಲ್ಲೋ, ಕೃಷಿಗೈಯಲು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳಿಯದಿರುವೆ. ಎಂತಹ ನಾನು ಬೆಳೆದು ತೆಗೆಯಬಹುದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಎಂತಹ ನಾನು ಬೆಳೆದು ತೆಗೆಯಬಹುದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಕೆಲವು ದಿನ ಮೈ ಮುರಿದು ದುಡಿದಿದ್ದರೆ, ಕೆಲವು ದಿನ ಮೈ ಮುರಿದು ದುಡಿದಿದ್ದರೆ.
It's a very simple meaning. Meanings are not very complicated because religion, spirituality, dharma, antakshna, language becomes very, very difficult. They have their own special words. The speciality with Ram Prasad is his songs use the simplest words. Your life is going waste. You do something and get some benefit. That is a simple meaning. So, like this, most of his songs, they use local words, no complicated words at all. This particular Kannada version was sung by Swami Purushottamanandaji Maharaj here. So he believed, one of the wonderful things about Ram Prasad is he believed that Kali is a living person. There is a very interesting thing. I am raising this issue because we all believe in God, of course, but God is living. That is a little difficult. Because yes, God may be living, but somewhere there. Somewhere there. Supposing he is here. He is sitting here. Now that will be too much. Whereas this Ram Prasad is a person who used to feel this. God is, Kali is, but where is Kali? Not in that Siddheshwari temple in Halishar. She is here with me. So this was so strong a belief in this man. It is said once when crossing the river on a boat, he composed a song and he started singing it to Mother Kali. When he was singing it to Mother Kali, the boatsman was able to see a small girl dancing on the waters of the river. He had a vision of Kali. That is the kind of intensity that these people believed. So, are they poets or are they saints? That is where the differentiation comes between poetry and religion. So, these are, yes, they have a lot of poetic value, their songs, but it is not poetry. In fact, there is a legend that he was once composing a song. Ram Prasad was creating a song. He was creating a song. He didn't know how to end it. That last line, how to end it. They say, Mother herself told him, add these words. I tried searching for that song. I have that poem with me, but I couldn't get the song. It's not there. Nobody has sung it on YouTube. I was searching for that song. It would have been nice because this is one proof that God exists, which on this particular song. Because that last line, the way Mother asked him to, we have a very similar experience in our Ramakrishna Mission tradition also. So we had our first president called Swami Brahmanandaji. Swami Brahmanandaji. Brahmanandaji was the brother disciple of Vivekananda and he was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Now, he collected about 100 sayings of Sri Ramakrishna and wanted to bring it into a book form. So he would write, whenever he got time, he wrote it down. Now, when he wanted to send it for printing, Sri Ramakrishna appears in a vision to him and says, this statement, I didn't say this. Change it. The Ram Prasad song is of that order. So they say he would not be a normal person when he would create these songs. Mane bhavavishta avasthayalli irtidru avaru. It is not a prakrita avastha alla. So he would enter into trances and from there he would bring out the songs. He never wrote down any songs. as usual. Purandaradasa also we have heard, he has never written down a song. It is only people who were close to him or his disciples, they would record it, and that is how we have received those songs. And there is no activity of a daily person, normal person like you and you, which Ram Prasad has not incorporated in his songs. Amazing songs they are. So he had all the qualities of a saint. Nawab Sirajud-Dowla told, he came to know that this man is such a devoted person, he is a very great singer and poet. So he said, I will support you, I will give you this money. Ram Prasad didn't accept it. So same thing happened with his boss also, who was running an accountancy firm in Calcutta. And just on the side, there was one person called Ayodhyanath Goswami, Aju Goshain. Now this Aju Goshain also stayed near Halishahar. Whenever Ram Prasad would create a song, it would be a deep, philosophical, full of emotions, full of feeling for mother. There would be a sentiment in that song. Aju Goswami would take it upon himself to write a song of the opposite sentiment. So that was one small tension that happened in between those two people in those days. So in Kannada also I have heard, I think T.P. Kailasam used to do these things. He would take up some songs which were famous, not necessarily religious, and he would make parody. This kind of music songs is called parody songs, parodizing some songs. So our Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev makes a very beautiful reference to this. Ram Prasad's one of the famous songs is Ei Sangshar Dukkher Tati. This world is a world of illusions. Dukkher Tati, it's a world of misery, full of misery. And to that Aju Goswami wrote another song. He said, Ei Sangshar Majar Kuti. This world is a palace of joy. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev used to refer to this. So that is Ram Prasad. We will now enter into Lalan Fakir. Lalan Fakir is another great person. He was a Bengali poet from 1772 to 1890. He was a Muslim. He was basically a Hindu, born into a Hindu family. Then he had smallpox. So I'm not making any judgments. I'm just telling you how social forces work. He was thrown away from the family because he had smallpox. Smallpox andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತುತ್ತಾನೆ? ಸಿಡುಬು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸಿಡುಬು. It is a deadly disease. He was thrown out. He was excommunicated. A Muslim family took him in, served him. He survived. He became a Muslim. समझ रहे ना बात? Now, he entered into a tradition, a sampradaya called Baul tradition. Baul tradition is a very interesting tradition in Bengal. So Baul comes from the amalgamation of Hindu and Islamic spiritual traditions. So very interesting. Now, one of the main ideas of his songs, all the songs that Lalan used to write, were that social hierarchies don't matter. It actually doesn't matter whether you are a Hindu or a Muslim. It doesn't matter. Do you love God? That is the question. So this is the central theme of his, and he would not even bother about God, because it is, you may be a Hindu, you may be a Muslim, but do you really know God? Nah, that you don't know. All you do is take some names. So he would come down to the brass tacks. That is I will play one song for you, just to give you an idea of what Baul music is. So we heard Ram Prasadi. All the songs of Ram Prasad follow that tune. Baul music is of another type. Baul music is, Karnatakadallu nanu iddaga, I now don't recall much, but when I used to stay here, I have heard songs like this, especially in the village region. So people will take up one word and start playing with it. So the meaning of this song that I am going to play is a very interesting song. It says, in somebody's land, yardo manenalli, yardo ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಮನೆ ಈ ಜಾಗ ಎರಡೂ ನಂದಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಓನರ್. ಐ ವಿಶ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ದ ಓನರ್. ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ? ನಾವು ಯು ಸಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಬೆಳಗಾಂ, ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್, ಬೀದರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂಥರ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಬೆಂಗಾಲಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇದೆ. So West Bengal has one style of Bengali and East Bengal has another style of Bengali. You will notice that difference.
Chaur gijar gijkinita. Chaur gijar gij.
This is called Baul song.
Takur dhini tak dhini tak chaur gijar gijkinita. Ginita chaur gijar gijkinita. Ginita takur dhini tak. পরের জায়গা পরের জমিন ঘর বানাইয়া আমি রই, আমি তো সেই ঘরের মালিক নই।
পরের জায়গা,
পরের জায়গা
পরের জমি,
পরের জমিন
ঘর বানাইয়া
আমি রই,
তো ঘরের মালিক কেডা?
মালিককে না আমি জানি না। পরের জায়গা পরের জমিন ঘর বানাইয়া আমি রই, আরে পরের জায়গা পরের জমিন ঘর বানাইয়া আমি রই, আমি তো সেই ঘরের মালিক নই।
পরের জায়গা পরের জমিন ঘর বানাইয়া আমি রই, আমি তো সেই ঘরের
So it's a very simple tune, simple words are used, and a Baul Sangeet style itself is like that. It is never sung by one person. It is a group activity. So it is they say it's a sin to sing a Baul song standing. You have to dance. It's very natural. The entire tune, the entire tala, everything works for those things. So we have many such songs. This man was so influential, Lalon Fakir, that Rabindranath Tagore, Kazi Nazrul Islam and Allen Ginsberg were highly influenced by the themes that he incorporated in his songs. So his songs belong to a separate group called Lalon Geeti. Lalon Geeti. We saw Ram Prasad's songs belong to another group called Shakto Padavali. It's a type of songs. Dasa Padagalu. Then Basavana Vachanagalu. So those are all groups of songs, you see. So similarly his. So he died, the date of his death is very clearly known. He died in a place called Kushtia. So if you remember this photo, one second. See, this mosque is his death place. That's Kushtia. And this photo that you see, this painting that you see of Lalon Fakir, this was painted by Rabindranath Tagore's elder brother called Jyotirindranath Tagore. They were all contemporaries actually. 1890, you see, he passed away in 1890. So this was a very influential person, Lalon Fakir. So that clears our. I will just tell you a couple of things about Sufi influence on Bengal. Sufi influence started right from Prophet Muhammad's time. So we had a huge number of saints. It didn't happen just like that. It was not just political. You see, Shah Jalal, first name that I have written. Do you remember this name? Anybody here remembers this name? The Dhaka International Airport is called Shah Jalal International Airport. It's after this man. You understand? So similarly, I have highlighted one name called Bayazid Bistami. Do you notice there on the slide? Now this Bayazid Bistami's Dargah is supposed to be in Chittagong. This man was a Iranian, Persian Muslim, Sufi saint. Very, very powerful and a true saint. So his utterances are like Persian translations of our Upanishads. So glory unto me. So Subhanallah, glory unto Allah. So he would say Subhan who? Mane, glory unto me. Ashtavakra Samhita, there is a mantra like that. Aho aham namo mahyam tubhyam mahyam namo namaha. Aham tvam tvamaham sarvam jagadetat characharam. Same language Bayazid Bistami talks. So the Islamic influence that came into Bengal was very deep and it was almost Vedantic. See, that was also one of the reasons why there was so much of transfer from between two cultures, between Hinduism, because mota moti the language was same. So once you have a common language, we can have interactions. That is the reason. So now Lalan Fakir belongs to this tradition. Very powerful tradition it is. Next we'll go to Chandidas. Another 10-15 minutes I have got. Chandidas. Now Chandidas in the 14th, 15th century, Bengali Vaishnav. So he was born in a place called Nanur. That place is still there. We have a temple there. And the place where he was born, he lived, etc., that is called Bhita. So in Bengali, this is another term you always find. Bhita is a piece of land which is associated with a particular person. In fact, that is also the piece of land that is inherited from father to son. Illenantar adike? Pitrarjita? Pitrarjita. That may be the translation for Bhita. So we have Rasik Bhita we have got in our Sharda Math. So like that Chandidas Bhita is there. Now the question is, there are supposed to be more than one Chandidasas. So this is like Vyasa. Anything in ancient India, who did it? Vyasa did it. Mahabharata yaar baradru? Vyasa baradru. Then Upapuranagal yaar baradru? Vyasa baradru. Puranagal? Vyasa baradru. Then Brahma Sutras himself were supposed to be created by Vyasa, and this one also was. So Vyasa seems to be a generic term. So there must have been many Vyasas, Veda Vyasa being one of them. Similarly, Chandidas, of all these, this Badhu Chandidas seems to be a very historical person. Rest of the people were supposed to be not very, the study that I did didn't give me much details about that. But Badhu Chandidas is the historical guy. Now he created something called Sri Krishna Kirtana. Sri Krishna Kirtana. Later on we will be going into another type of Krishna Bhakti Gana which is called as Padavali. Krishna Padavali, very famous. So here, I am sorry, in an audience like this, I will not be able to explain the meanings of some of these poetries, but we should understand one thing. There was a lot of, what shall I say, eroticism in describing these songs, in writing these songs. But then, it is something like, if you get stuck to the erotic meaning, you will stay in this world. But if you can rise above that, it is supposed to take you very, very high spiritually. Samajh rahe na mera baat? So that is something like the Vamachara and the right-handed mark, right-handed path. In Tantrics we have that. We have the Vamachara which takes care of all this. So I won't enter into the meaning of that. One thing I will tell you about, I will play a small song of Chandidas, the type of this Sri Krishna Kirtana, you will understand. You will notice the play of a musical instrument called khol. Khol is connected to this. So whenever there is a khol, you can clearly say that it is a Kirtana.
বধূ কিয়ারে বলিব আমি হে বধূ কিয়ারে বলিব আমি যেন জীবনে মরণে জনমে জনমে প্রাণনাথ হয়ো তুমি হে বধূ কিয়ারে বলিব আমি হে বধূ কিয়ারে বলিব আমি বধূ তুমি তো আমার সকলই জানো তুমি তো আমার সকলই জানো তোমায় বলে কত বুঝাইব তুমি তো আমার সকলই জানো বধূ।
So this kind of music cannot be differentiated between a love song written between two lovers, basically. So the meaning of this song is Bodhu ki amar bolibo. Oh friend, what more can I tell you? May you be with me life after life. That is the meaning of the song. Now this could be between one man and one woman also. That is the style of this Kirtana music. So it's a very tight line they walk. between eroticism and highest spirituality. But this is one more thing that I want to tell about Chandidas is, you will know there are a couple of areas in this country which are prone to communist thinking. Okay? Bengal is one of them. Now, one of the reasons is, see, we have a series of poets like Chandidas, saints, Chandidas, then even say Vidyapati later on, even Lalan Fakir. Lalan Fakir didn't want to talk about God. See, the moment you remove God from the picture and then talk of human development, now the extreme of that is communism. So these people laid the foundation for this. Chandidas has a very famous statement. This statement is heard even today in our society there. Sabar upor manush satto, tahar upor nai. So of all the things that are true in this world, man is the highest truth. And above him there is nothing. There is God above him. Man by himself cannot be self-sufficient. But this is the kind of music they create. This is the kind of poetry they created. So now you can understand from where that tendency comes. So when we have created generations after generations with this idea that man is the highest truth, don't bother about anything else. Naturally. So his philosophy developed and influenced humanism. Humanism being the, what shall I say, the most sanitized version of Marxism or communism. So this Chandidas philosophy created that. And romantic mysticism. So all these things we cannot openly. He had an affair with a lady, with a washerwoman called Rami. And some people say all these songs were written just for that. But that is also not true. Because they had this side. So Rabindranath Tagore also was having this sort of a, so his influence was found on Rabindranath Tagore and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is that Nanur place. You see that photo there? This is called Nanur, Chandidas Bhita. It's there in West Bengal. So our last poet is Vidyapati. Yes, I have 5 minutes left. Now Vidyapati is not a Bengali poet. Then why was he included? The people from Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan who made the topic, they have done their studies. So Vidyapati was the, what do you call, Apabhramsha poet. So he used to write in Maithili. There is a language called Maithili. You are aware of the Maithili language? He was also a writer in Apabhramsha. Apabhramsha is the precursor to Bengali. He was not a Bengali poet. So his poems, people who know Bengali purely may not be able to understand it. So in Kannada, I don't know whether you know these things. You know, there is something called Halegannada. Halegannada. See, people who know Kannada today may not understand all the words of Halegannada. That is a very difficult language. But it is the precursor to this modern Kannada language. Vidyapati used to write in that. He was born in Madhubani, Bihar, to a Maithili Brahmin family. And as usual, he got educated from the tolls. Now, he wrote in Maithili, Sanskrit, Prakrit and Apabhramsha. Prakrit and Apabhramsha are the roots from which Bengali has come out. Bengali, Odia, all northeastern languages, they come out from these two languages. So, the types of songs that he has written, poems, they are all devotional poetry, erotic lyrics, philosophy, drama. So, again, same problem. If you interpret it, only it becomes spiritual. But the words as such are so vulgar. Sometimes they are so vulgar. So he was called Maithili Kavi Kokil because he raised Maithili language to the level of a literary language. So this is the place from where we still have his festivals. There is a temple. Now this is a very interesting person. So his Ishtadevata was Shiva. Listen to this. His Ishtadeva was Shiva. So he would compose a lot of poems on Shiva. And he also composed a lot of poems on Radha Krishna. Very interesting. Radha Krishna also appealed to him. So I will play one song, Shiva Padavali, and the Krishna Padavali. Just one song. You notice the difference. This language which you will know here is called Maithili. It's very similar to Hindi. हिंदी जो समझ में आता है उसको हाफ 50% मैथिली समझ में आ जाएगा. The Shiva songs were all in Maithili. This is the Bihari style of music.
हमर छथि सूर्य सन करी तो जमाई गे माई चंद्रमुखी सन गोरी हमर छथि सूर्य सन करी तो जमाई.
So this is a set of songs he wrote when Gauri has to be sent away to her husband's house in marriage. So in Bengali also much later we have a whole set of songs. I think it's called Agamani songs. Agamani songs, they do this. So we consider ourselves to be the girl's family. And our girl is getting married to Mahadev, Shiva. We have to send her home. What are the feelings? Song after song they have written on this. So you notice this is Maithili. Now listen to the same Vidyapatis. This is a Krishna song.
মরিব মরিব সখী নিশ্চয় মরিব
Moribo mane mar jayenge hum.
কানু হানো গুণনিধি কারে দিয়ে যাব আমার সময় হয়েছে তাই
খোল।
বুঝি আমার সময় হয়েছে আর তো প্রাণে
So he forms the foundation for the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Sri Krishna Chaitanya movement later on. So basically, saints of Bengal, you can divide them into three categories. One is the mother worshippers, one is the Allah worshippers, the Sufis, and you have the Krishna worshippers. So there seems to be a dynamic between these Sufis and the Krishna worshippers. Whenever the Sufi movement became stronger, as a reaction, Krishna movement came up. But neither Sufi nor Krishna movement seems to be, yes, I am through. It went at the correct time. So neither these two seem to be the original tradition in Bengal. The original tradition seems to be, as far as records go, is Shakta worship. So in a way you can say, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who was born there, so whom we consider as the avatara for the present age, whom even the founder of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kulapati Munshiji, considered as the avatara for this age. Now he was born into a family whose family deity was Raghuvir, that is Ramchandra. But he adopted Mother Kali as his Ishtadevata. The idea being to go back to the roots. So from there, the correction will happen. So this is all I wanted to tell you. Thank you very much for patiently hearing. If you have any questions, I'll tell you the truth. This is not a subject which I really knew well. But since I had to give this talk, I studied and prepared. You understand? So if there are any questions you ask, I'll just try to answer how much ever I know. Any questions, sir? Kannadadalli ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ. Ramakrishna Vachana Veda, that is the name of the book. Yes, sir. So the essence will be lost, but somehow I am telling you, the songs that are translated by G.L. Shivarudrappa is what I have heard. I have not seen it written anywhere, but I have heard from our senior Swamijis. The meaning Anuvada is so beautiful. So one is called Shabda Anuvada, the other one is called Bhava Anuvada. He himself was a poet. Shivarudrappa was not an ordinary person. Himself was a poet, so Rashtrakavi. So he brought out the meaning so well. That is the reason I chose this song. Monre tui krishikaad janona. You don't know what to do with your mind. Ninna baalina holavu paalu biddihudallo. Krishigayyalu kuda tiliyadiruve. Monre tui krishikaad janona. You understand? So it is not exactly word for word. But the exact meaning that Ram Prasad wanted to give, Shivarudrappa was able to give. That is the reason all the songs are like that. Oh, there are some songs which are, see, I happen to know both the languages. No, I don't know it is more beautiful in which language. Some translations are so good. So we also study many other gospels from many other translated language. Nowhere I have seen a translation like this. Anything else? Welcome to Belur Math. ಜೋರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಏನಂತಾರೆ? No, he belongs to his own field. Today there is something called Rabindra Sangeet. So Rabindra Sangeet, he too, I don't know. He might not have studied music as a student. But he was musical. You understand? And he had this, what shall I say, the gift of rhyming words and bringing out subtle meanings. ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾದನ್ನ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. And he was able to create poems which could be which he could sing in a very particular tune. Even today the same tunes are used. So in fact there are some people who try to experiment putting that into newer tunes. But it is not allowed. Same as this Ram Prasadi. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಗೀತದಲ್ಲೂ ಆ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ನೋ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಾಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರಲ್ಲ, ವಿಜಯದಾಸರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಹಾಡಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಗರಾಜರಾವ್ ಹವಲ್ದಾರ್ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಪಂಡಿತ್ ನಾಗರಾಜರಾವ್ ಹವಲ್ದಾರ್. he has sung it in another form. Though the form in which Nagarajrao Haldar sings it is so beautiful. Bhatiyar ragadal hakidar avaru. But Vijayadasru, there was no raga there. It just came out. It was a spontaneous. These are not poems. Poems henge andre we sit with some ideas, we want to write it down. This is not like that. Something has come up. It's just coming out in words. If you can remember it, you can make it into a song that I created, or just it went away. Like that it is. It's an inspired thing. You understand? So Vidyapati, Lalan Fakir, Ram Prasad, they are of that order. Rabindranath Tagore is not of that order. He also didn't claim. He never claimed it. So if you want to make the comparison, it is like Purandaradasa and Kuvempu. Kuvempu, I will compare him to Rabindranath Tagore because very high order poetry. Neevu now madakagalla adanna. But the type of poetry that came out of Purandaradasa, Vijayadasa, ore baapre. Lives can change in that. Okay? Thank you very, very much. Please come to Belur Math sometime. We work very closely with Subramaniam from our Calcutta Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan there runs a school, very famous school called Kanoria School. They also have a management institute there. So we keep going there. Yes. Come again? Yavadele? Belur Math is in Calcutta. It is not the Shravana Belgola Halebeedu Belur adalla, adu bere adu. It's in Calcutta. It's the headquarters of Ramakrishna Mission. ठीक है? Thank you very, very much.
ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವೇದಾತೀತಾನಂದ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಜಿ ಅವರ ವಚನಾಮೃತದಿಂದ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಧನ್ಯರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಜನ್ಮದ ಸುಕೃತ ಫಲ ಈ ದಿನ ನಾವು ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಆತ್ಮಶ್ರದ್ಧಾನಂದಜಿ, ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ವೇದಾತೀತಾನಂದ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಜಿ, ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಮೇಧಾಜಾನಂದ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಜಿ, ಮೂರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳ ದರ್ಶನ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ವಚನದಿಂದ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಭಾಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯುವ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಧನ್ಯರು ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. As the sun travels westwards, so shall our gathering travel across the sacred landscapes of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Their saints teachers surrender dressed as song and wisdom draped in everyday speech. It is my privilege to introduce Most Revered Swamiji Medhananda Maharaj Ji. Rajkot, Gujarat, who will speak on the lives and devotion of Mirabai, Narasi Mehta, Ganga Sate, Dayaram, and Akha Bhagat. Now I call upon my colleague Sri Prakash Kamatji to introduce our revered guest to this gathering.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all. It's my pleasure to give a brief introduction about Swami Medhajananda Maharaj Ji. We are deeply blessed to welcome Swami Medhajananda Maharaj Ji, hailing from Rajkot, Gujarat. A dedicated monk inspired by the ideals of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sharada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, Maharaj Ji has devoted his life to spiritual service and the upliftment of society. He has served as assistant editor of the Hindi monthly Vivek Jyoti published from the Ramakrishna Mission, Raipur, and continues to contribute as a member of the editorial team of the Gujarati monthly Sri Ramakrishna Jyot published by the Rajkot Center. At present, Swami Medhajananda Maharaj Ji is engaged as coordinator of youth programs and other activities at Sri Ramakrishna Ashrama Rajkot, guiding young minds towards values of character, service, and devotion. With humility and reverence, we invite Swami Medhajananda Maharaj Ji to grace us with his presence and share his wisdom. Swamiji, we now request you to deliver your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash Ji. I now invite our director Sri H.N. Suresh sir to come forward and offer his respectful felicitation to our honored guest.
Updates. It's taking time. I'll let it be. If it's not working, without PPT also I'll manage. Will take some time. Yeah. Can start. Yes, I can start. You can. When it is over, then I can start. Yeah. This is an up and down. Yes, sir. This is up and down. Okay. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुर्. My reverential pranams to revered Swami Atmashraddhanandji Maharaj, Swami Vedatitanandji Maharaj, and my namaskars to all distinguished and respected audiences. First of all, let me convey my hearty best wishes to the director of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Shri H.N. Suresh ji, and Joint Director Shri Naglakshmi ji, and all the team members that they have organized such a beautiful program, a 12-day program of Santvani. In Ramcharitmanas, Prabhu Shri Ramachandra ji, he explains the Navadha Bhakti to Mata Shabri. That Navadha Bhakti of Ramcharitmanas and Navadha Bhakti of Bhagavata, they are a bit different. The Ramcharitmanas, after explaining all 9 types of devotion, Shri Ramachandra ji says, Navamahu ekahu jinke hoi, nari purush sacharachar koi, सोई अतिशय प्रिय भामिनी मोरे सकल प्रकार भगति दृढ़ तोरे. Out of these 9 types of devotion, even if one has one kind of devotion, that person is most dearable to me, and dear Shabri, you have all 9 kinds of devotion in you. This is Shri Ramachandra ji tells to Shabri Mata ji. The first kind of devotion, Prathama Bhagati Santan Kar Sanga. Dusari Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. Prathama Bhagati Santan Kar Sanga. The first devotion is the holy company. And second devotion is to sing the glories of God. Prathama Bhagati Santan Kar Sanga, Dusari Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. Regarding this bhakti, Swami Vivekananda says that in bhakti yoga, one need not control the one's lower emotions. One just, he has to direct his emotion towards the Godward. Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the guru of Swami Vivekananda, he used to say there are 2 types of egos. One is the unripe ego and the another is the ripe ego. In his characteristic Bengali style, he used to say the Kacha Ami and Paka Ami. So this Kacha Ami, we all know that we are always carried away by the sway of emotions. The emotions like anger, hatred, many kind of desires. So what we have to do? We have just give these emotions the Godward turn. We need not control anything. And this is what we have been seeing in the lives of even this asuras like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipa, then this Kansa, Dantavaktra. They were all they were all practicing devotion, but in a negative way. So this is what here we find the significance of Bhakti Yoga. And about those saints whom we were discussing today, they are all, majority of them, they are all from this Bhakti cult. Sri Ramakrishna used to say in Kali Yuga, this Bhakti Yoga is the most easiest path. And this Navadha Bhakti, the first kind of Bhakti is Prathama Bhagati Santankar Sangha. Santankar Sangha means that we should meditate on the lives and teachings of saints. And this is what for we have gathered here in the program of Santvani. Santvani means the teachings of the saints, that we should ponder on the lives and the teachings of saints. Now, the topic which is given to me to cover the saints from Rajasthan also and Gujarat also. Now, as far as the saints from Rajasthan are concerned, the first and the most prominent saint whose very name fills our mind with the highest kind of devotion, that saint's name is Mirabai. The life of Mirabai, we might have heard about the loves of the gopis. The same love of gopis, as if it is revivified and resurrected in the Mirabai's life and teachings. Those of us who might have heard about the Bhagavata, in Bhagavata there was one Sakha of Krishna. His name was Sundar. This Sundar was married to a girl. That girl's name was Madhavi. That Madhavi was, we can say ultimately she was one of the gopis of this Krishna's Ras Mandal. They say that same Madhavi was incarnated in the form of Mirabai. So Mirabai was the one of the gopi in the Krishna's Ras Mandala. We might have heard the many bhajans of Mirabai. One of the very famous bhajan we all might have heard. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. अच्छा, this will work. Okay. This is not working. Okay, let it be. So one of the most famous bhajan of Mirabai, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जग में सभी खोवायो. We might have heard the one statement that you cannot serve God and mammon both. In Gujarati we used to say that कि जगत अने भगत, जगत अने भगत दोनों साथ साथ नहीं चलता है. It means if you want the luxuries of the world, you will be away from the God. If you really want the union with God, you will be away from the world. So the same thing we find that here, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जग में सब खोवायो. I have got the treasure of my life, but what I have lost the vanities of this world. So all these bhajans of Mirabai, they are filled with the highest kind of devotion. Regarding Mirabai's birth, she was born in 1503. She was born in the Rajputana Rathod family, and she was born in the branch of Dudavati Shakha. Dudavati Shakha means her grandfather, his name was Rana Duda. So that Duda comes the Dudavati Shakha. In Hindi we say कि 100 सुनार की एक लोहार की. Means whatever comes to the mind of a saintly people, they don't give it up. Even if they are of the very tender age, or even if they have matured to some the higher age. Here Mirabai, when she was just 5 years old, Mirabai's father's name was Ratan Singh, and they were from a valorous Kshatriya family. So when Mirabai she was just 5 years old, she's finding that some procession is going from her home, and she asks her mother कि ये जुलूस, ये बारात कहाँ जा रही है? Then her mother says कि ये किसी का विवाह हो रहा है, somebody's marriage is going on, and इस marriage में बींद को लेके जाया जा रहा. बींद means it's a Marwadi word for the दूल्हा, that the husband, the bridegroom is going. Then Mirabai asked कि where is my बींद? Where is my husband? Where is my दूल्हा? Now we all know that some the children, they ask, acha, whom I will be marrying? Then mother and father, they say, Arey, you are just a child. You will see when you grow older. So Mirabai, she starts pestering her mother. Where is my Bind? Where is my Dula? And pointing to the image of the Lord Krishna, her mother jokingly said to her, he is your Bind. He is your Dula. He is your husband. That I said, no, the 100 sunar ki, ik luhar ki. She took that sentence as if that Lord Krishna is my husband. I will be marrying to Lord Krishna. And even if she was married to the princess of Rana Sanga's family, but in actual, she was married to Lord Krishna only. When Mirabai was just 5 years old, a venerable monk, he visits the palace of her father, Ratan Singh. And little Mirabai, she is observing that the monk is carrying with himself a little beautiful image of Lord Krishna. And that monk was doing all kind of worship to appease his chosen deity. The little 5 years old Mirabai asked him, what you are doing? That monk says, he is my chosen deity. ये मेरे इष्ट देवता हैं, मैं इनकी पूजा कर रहा हूँ. Then Mirabai asked him, क्या आप आपके इष्ट देवता मुझे देंगे? Will you give me the image of your chosen deity? A monk says to her, कि अपने इष्ट देवता की मूर्ति किसी को दी नहीं जाती है. It should not given to any other kind of person. And Mirabai, she very depressed, she just goes away from that place. Again, next day, Mirabai, she is coming to this, the monk's kutia there. And the monk himself now is asking little Mirabai, Acha, yesterday you were asking about the image of Lord Krishna. Take this image I am giving to you. Little Mirabai, she was taken aback. How is it that yesterday I was asking and you were not giving me? Now on your own you are handing over me your beautiful image of Lord Krishna. What's the matter? See the 5-year-old child, how that kind of maturity it came to her. Then this venerable monk, he tells Mirabai, yesterday in my dream, Lord Krishna, my chosen deity, came and he told me, now I am satisfied with your devotion. I am very much happy with your devotion. Now I tell unto you that you give my image to little Mira. I will be happy with her. And Mirabai, she was just a child. She was not knowing ki what the dream which this monk yesterday he had. It is a great thing that had occurred in her life. She was just a 5 years old child, and she carries that Lord Krishna's image in her little hands, and she establishes that image into her room, and then started we can say a devotional journey of Mirabai. The all other children of her palace, they were immersed in all other kinds of place. But Mirabai, morning till night, she was engaged in giving the offering to Lord Krishna and decorating the image of Lord Krishna and many other things. And all her parents, her mother and grandfather, they were all worried कि ये तो राजपूताना की लड़की है, इसको तो तलवार चलाने आना चाहिए. What is happening to her? कहाँ फंस गई वो? But Mirabai was as if she was deaf to all the criticism which was going on that palace. And when she becomes 10 years old, in Rajputana earlier, and we all know very well, in all other communities also, there used to be the Bal Vivaha. The girls or boys, they used to marry at the very lower age. So Mirabai, when she was 10 years old, her father asked her, okay, now you are 10-year-old, now we are searching a husband for you. There Mirabai says, I am already married to Krishna. Why I should marry other person? But still, her father and mother, they were adamant, and Mirabai, we find she was married to Prince Bhojraj from the Rana Sanga dynasty. Now this Prince Bhojraj, there are many other versions about the Prince Bhojraj. Some say that Prince Bhojraj, he was against to the devotional practice of Mirabai. In some books, it is mentioned that he never disturbed the devotional practice of Mirabai. So whatever it may be, so this Prince Bhojraj, he was knowing that Mirabai is a girl of a different kind. She is always immersed in the devotion of Lord Krishna. And Mirabai herself, she is telling to Prince Bhojraj, see, I am already married to Lord Krishna. And my grandfather used to say, कि तन का पति उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं होता है, मन का जो पति है वही पति है. मैंने अपना तन मन सब मेरे गिरधर गोपाल को दे दिया है. There are many stories. If we just keep on speaking on Mirabai, it will take near about 10-20 hours. So one of the incident, let me tell you, this the miraculous incident in the Rajputana family, when the bride, when she is about to go to the Vivaha Mandapam, she has to wear the ornaments which have come from the bridegroom's family. Okay, she has to wear the ornaments which have come from the bridegroom's family. Now, who was the bridegroom of Mirabai? Lord Krishna. The day when her marriage was arranged, the previous night, Lord Krishna, he himself appears to the palace of Mirabai, and that marriage ceremony actually took place between Lord Krishna and Mirabai. And same ornaments which his bridegroom was about to send to Mirabai, the same ornaments were given to Mirabai from Lord Krishna. When that bridegroom and that Prince Bhojraj, when he comes and asks Mirabai, अरे जो मैंने गहने भेजे हैं वो कहाँ पर हैं? वो तो तुमने पहन के रखे हैं. बोले ये जो मैंने गहने पहन के रखे हैं ना, ये आपके नहीं दिए हुए हैं, ये मेरे गिरधर गोपाल ने दिए हुए हैं. This is one of the very, because beautiful, miraculous incident, that this thing, as if really if it can happen in one's life. So then we come to know that Mirabai now she goes to her in-laws. So as long as when Prince Bhojraj was alive, Mirabai was not facing any difficulty about her devotional practices. But because of some illness, this Prince Bhojraj, he died. And the brother of Bhojraj, his name was Vikramadatya. In some books it is mentioned Vikramjit. We might have heard about this in the bhajan. Vish ka pyala Rana ne bheja. That Rana is the same Rana, Vikramajit. The story goes that this Rana Vikramajit, he was utterly against to the devotional practices of Mirabai. शत्राणी की राजपूतानी की लड़की उसको तो शस्त्र चलाना चाहिए. Actually, if we see the life of Mirabai, she learned the art of archery, sword, and she used to do the horse riding, everything. And she also learned the courses in music and many other arts also. But this Rana Vikramajit, he was deadly against to Mirabai practicing devotion. He used to say कि इस मीराबाई के कारण हमारा नाम खराब हो रहा है, हमारे घराने का नाम खराब हो रहा है. Actually, Mirabai, she never used to dance or sing in public. She used to sing her bhajans in front of her chosen deity, Giridhar Gopal. Actually, a temple was erected just that Mirabai should find herself easy. A temple was erected where the Mirabai was staying. So she always used to sing and she always used to dance in front of Giridhar Gopal, but never she used to do in public. But still the allegations were made कि मीराबाई सब लोगों के सामने नाचती और गाती है. So anyhow, this Rana Vikramajit, he made a plan to kill Mirabai. What he did, he appointed his younger sister. His younger sister's name was Udabai. Udabai, he appointed that you always should be in the service of Mirabai and you just keep on reporting me what she is doing. So once it so happened that this Vikramajit, he sent a Charanamrit. Actually, it was not a Charanamrit. It was a deadly, fatal poison. And it was said to Mirabai that this Charanamrita has come from Puri Jagannath. Mirabai was utterly oblivious that what is there in this Charanamrit ka pyala, what is there in the pot. And she offers that Charanamrit, she keeps that Charanamrit in front of her chosen deity Giridhar Gopal. Now, as soon as she was about to drink, this sister of Vikramajit, she got frightened. Actually, she was sent to keep eye on each activity of Mirabai. But she gets frightened and she tells, Baisa माने the Rajasthani terms, उसके अंदर विष भरा हुआ है, इसके अंदर जहर है. Mirabai very calmly, she says, now I have offered this Charanamrit to my Giridhar Gopal. उनकी इच्छा होगी कि मैं मर जाऊं तो मैं मर जाऊंगी, उनकी इच्छा होगी कि मैं जिंदा रहूं तो मैं जिंदा रहूंगी. Very calmly and smile on her face, she drank that Charanamrit. And nothing happened to Mirabai. There was one kind of a Pandit. He prepared that deadly poison for Mirabai. This Rana Vikramajit, he calls that Pandit. अरे वो सचमुच में जहर था कि क्या था? That Pandit tells, अरे वो इतना घातक जहर था कि उसके सूंघ लेने मात्र से आदमी मर जाएगा. अच्छा ऐसा है तो मेरे सामने जहर तुम पियो अभी. He just put a few drops on his tongue and at that very moment he died. And all that Pandit's daughter, his wife, they all came and they started wailing. And then someone told to his Pandit's wife, you do one thing, you go to Mirabai. Mirabai has kind of a different kind of a power. if she utters the name of her Girdhar Gopal to this dead person, he will come back to life. And Mirabai was also not knowing what has happened. That Pandit's wife, she goes to Mirabai and tells कि आप आके उनके मुंह में चरणामृत दीजिए और गिरधर गोपाल का नाम दीजिए. And miraculously, as soon as Mirabai utters the name of Girdhar Gopala, he comes back to their life. So there are many stories that where we find that this Raja Vikramajit, he keeps on torturing Mirabai. Once it so happened, a deadly lion, it came to Mirabai's palace and Mirabai's room, and all got frightened. And there Mirabai says, "Arey, Narsimha Bhagwan aaye hain." She started doing puja, and while that lion, it accepted the worship of Mirabai, and while it was going, he killed the Pehredar or the guards of the Mirabai, but nothing he did to Mirabai. So there are many such incidents where we find that Mirabai, she was tortured by this Raja Vikramajit. One thing we find that in all these the incidents, nowhere we find that Mirabai is disturbed by these activities of Vikramajit. She was always immersed in the thought of her Girdhar Gopal. And once it so happened, she was disgusted in staying in her in-laws' home. And from there, she came to know a venerable monk has come to Chitrakoot. Chitrakoot was near to the Medta Rajya. That one monk has come. That monk's name was Tulsi Das. And she writes to Tulsi Das, now I am not able to practice the Krishna's devotion in my home, what I should do. And Tulsi Das ji, he writes a bhajan to Mirabai. That bhajan is the most popular bhajan. That bhajan says, Jaake priya na Ram Vaidehi. Jaake priya na Ram Vaidehi. Tajiye tahi koti bairi sam jadapi param sinehi. जिसको राम वैदेही प्रिय नहीं है ना, उसको त्याग दे देना चाहिए, उसको छोड़ देना चाहिए. And Mirabai was expecting the same answer. And she immediately, she gave up her in-laws' home and she comes to her father's home. And from there we find that she goes to Vrindavan. Now there are different stories how she reached Vrindavan. And Vrindavan, when she reached Vrindavan, daily she was taken to the Krishna Leela in a celestial form. In a divine form, the Krishna's gopi, they used to carry him to Krishna's Leela. And we find that some 25 years she stayed in Vrindavan, and then she goes to Dwarika. Now when she goes to Dwarika, a messenger from her in-laws, he comes and he asks Mirabai, कि आपके जाने के बाद हमारा पूरा जो राज्य है वो मुगलों ने ले लिया है, आपके आने से ही सब ठीक होगा. And Mirabai was not at all, she was interested to leave Dwarika city. And she prays to her Girdhar Gopal कि what I should do. And she got the instructions from Girdhar Gopal कि you should not leave this Dwarika city. And there, the messenger from her in-laws, they said, कि now we are on the fast. As long as you are not coming with us, we will not leave this place. And what Mirabai did? Mirabai goes to the temple of Dwarkadish. She prays to Dwarkadish, and something happened. She gets merged in the image of Dwarkadish. Nobody came to know where Mirabai disappeared. So this is what the life of the Mirabai she has written the many the padas or bhajans in the praise of Lord Krishna. There are near about, we can say, the 500 bhajans or 500 padas written by Mirabai. And there are many, we can say, the bhajans in which we find the pathos of devotion. one of the bhajan, Mirabai, when she was going to Vrindavan, she sang to her mind, Chalo man Ganga Jamuna Tir. Ganga Jamuna Nirmal Pani Seetal Hot Sarir. There are other bhajans when she was tortured by the Raja Vikramajit. She says कि घायल की गति घायल जाने जो कोई घायल होए हेरी मैं तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरो दर्द न जाने कोई. So as far as the devotion practice of Mirabai it was concerned, we can say that she was a bhakti movement icon. She was one of the most prominent figures of the bhakti movement, which emphasized a direct, personal, and loving relationship with God, accessible to all regardless of caste and gender. She composed hundreds of lyrical poems and songs in Braj Bhasha, Rajasthani Bhasha, and Gujarati. Her poetry is intensely passionate, expressing the Madhurya Bhava. So this is what the life story of Mirabai. Next, saints from Gujarat. Whenever we just think about the saints of Gujarat, the first and prominent saint which comes to one's mind, he is Narsi Mehta. We all might have heard the famous bhajan of Narsi Mehta, which was sung by Mahatma Gandhi ji, which was liked by Mahatma Gandhi ji. It was Vaishnav Janto Tene Kahiye Peer Padai Jane Re Par Dukhe Upkar Kare Toe Man Abhiman Na Aane Re. Ke who's the Vaishnav? He is the Vaishnav who knows the suffering of others. Peer Parai Jane Re. Par dukhe upkar kare koi. He will serve to all beings, but he never brings the ego in his mind. Then sakad lokma sahune vande, ninda na kare keni re. He considers that all living beings, they are the veritable manifestations of God, but he will not criticize to a single living being. Vach kach man nishkal rakhe, dhan dhan janani teni re. He always keeps his thought, word, and deed pure. And his mother is blessed that she has given a birth to such a blessed child. So Narsi Mehta ji, he was born in the Junagadh, place near Junagadh. It is called as Talaja, and his time was near about 1414. Regarding the early life of Narsi Mehta, they say till the age of 8, he was dumb. Actually, he lost his parents at the age of 5. And till the age of 8, he was not speaking anything. Then what happened? His grandmother, she took him to one Mela of Junagadh. And there, his grandmother, she noticed that one sadhu is sitting there, and somehow she got attracted to that sadhu. And she goes to that sadhu and asks him कि स्वामी जी यह बोल नहीं सकता है, आप कुछ कीजिए कि यह बोल उठे. And that monk, he asked that boy, Bolo Radhe Shyam. And miraculously, a boy which was not uttering a single word for all these 8 years, he started telling Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. So this is how one of the miraculous incident from the Narsi Mehta. Then when Narsi Mehta, when he was the age of we can say 15 years, he was married and he was given actually he was from a Nagar community. During that time, the Nagar community, they used to hold a respectable position in the government's work. So he was from the Nagar community, and his brother, his elder brother, his name was Vanshidhar. Vanshidhar was also, he was given a high post in the government department there, And Vanshidhar tried that his younger brother Narsi, he should pursue for higher educations and he should take a good job in government. But Narsi Mehta, he was averse to all kind of education and the other things, and he always used to chant the name of Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Krishna. And it so happened that the Narsi Mehta's grandmother, she thought, now it is better if he is married, then he will come to his senses and he will think that okay, now my responsibility is there to feed my wife and my would-be children. So he was married, but nothing affected the religious or devotional practices of Narsi Mehta. He was in the same routine. It so happened that the sister-in-law of Narsi Mehta, one day she was very much disgusted with Narsi Mehta and she says, now you need not stay in my home. And she expelled Narsi Mehta, his wife and his children. It so happened that Narsi Mehta, very dejected, he goes to the deepest forest and there he finds that one Lord Shiva's temple is there. And there he started praying and weeping. And it is said that for 7 days, for 7 consecutive days, he didn't take any single drop of water or he didn't take any meal. He was all the time praying and weeping what I should do. And Shiva was pleased with his devotion and Shiva appeared to Narsi Mehta and asked, okay, I am now pleased with your austerities. Now what I should give you? There Narsi Mehta, he gives a very beautiful answer. He says, आपको जो प्रिय हो वह मुझे दीजिए. जो वस्तु आपको प्रिय हो वह मुझे दीजिए. And there Shiva says, Lord Krishna is dearest to me. Then Narsi Mehta says कि बस मुझे उनकी भक्ति दीजिए. And it is recorded in Narsi Mehta's the lyrics, Narsi Mehta's bhajan and padas, that Lord Shiva takes Narsi Mehta in a celestial form to the Dwarka Nagri. And there Narsi Mehta he finds that Lord Krishna is seated in his Rajya Sabha and there are many of his ministers, Akrur and other persons. And there Lord Shiva, he introduces Narsi Mehta to Krishna. Lord Shiva says कि he is a good boy from Junagadh. He was all the time, he was repeating your name. I have brought him to you. And there Shiva disappeared. And it says कि Lord Krishna, pleased with his devotion, Lord Krishna gives him 3 or 4 things. The one was the Pitambar Vastra. Another was he was giving some kind of an instrument, a singing instrument. So these things, they were presented by Lord Krishna to Narsi Mehta. And then Narsi Mehta says, कि I don't want to go to earth. I want to be here only. There Lord Krishna says, कि no, you must go to your family. I want that. कि people should see you. People should see you and they should follow the bhakti in their household lives. And in this way we find that Narsi Mehta, after a month or so, he came back to his family. And again, he was finding that his sister-in-law, in Hindi we say Bhabhi, his sister-in-law, she again criticizes Narsi Mehta and she again expelled his family. And then Narsi Mehta now is coming out of his patriarchal home and he was finding himself that he is not having any home, money, nothing else. How he will feed his wife and children? And there all of a sudden, a person comes to Narsi Mehta and he is asking, कि I am finding that you are in some difficulty. What you require? What you need? Narsi Mehta asked him, कि first you tell me कि who are you? Then that person, he tells Narsi Mehta कि I am Akrura. I am sent by Lord Krishna. tell me what you require. Then Narsimha Mehta tells that कि मुझे खाली भक्ति करने के लिए एक मंदिर चाहिए, साधु सेवा करने के लिए थोड़ा अन्न चाहिए, बस उतने में हो जाएगा. And in this way, we find that Narsimha Mehta daily, he is feeding the sadhus, he is feeding the devotees there, and in this way, he is continuing his householder life. So there are many stories that how Narsimha Mehta's daughter, her marriage took place. There is one beautiful, we can say, a play, Kuvar Bainu Mameru. Mameru means the maternal home. When a girl, when she goes to her in-laws, her maternal uncle, what he does, he gives some gifts to a daughter and she carries to her in-laws. So Mameru means the maternal uncle. So there is a beautiful play, or beautiful, we can say, the padas about this Kuvar Bainu Mameru. So there, regarding this Kuvar Bainu Mameru, it is said that this Narsimha Mehta's daughter, when she was going to her in-laws, Narsimha Mehta was not having anything, not having a single pie to give her daughter. And her daughter was very much tensed. Even the Narsimha Bai's wife, कि कहाँ से लाएंगे हम लोग, कल उसको जाना है, उसको हम कहाँ से लाएंगे उसको. And Narsimha Mehta, he was without any tension, without any thought of worry. He tells, वो हमारी थोड़ी लड़की है, जिसकी लड़की है वो ही लाके देंगे. And the day when she was going to her in-laws, Narsimha Mehta sees that Lord Krishna with Rukmani, they have come and they were giving the saris and cloths to Narsimha Mehta's daughter. So this is what the miraculous incident in Narsimha Mehta's life. Again, we find that Narsimha Mehta's son, his name was Shamal Das. He died at the younger age. And afterward, Narsimha Mehta had to do the Shraddha ceremony. Again, Narsimha Mehta he was leading a beggarly life. He was not having anything. Now, the persons from his community, they were pestering him, criticizing him. Okay, you are from the Nadar community. You should arrange a Shraddha ceremony. Narsimha Mehta says, from where I should bring money? He says, no, you have to perform Shraddha ceremony. He says, okay, when you are telling, something will be done. Again, we find the Lord Krishna himself is supplying the groceries and all other things to Narsimha Mehta to perform the Shraddha ceremony. One of the very famous incident from Narsimha Mehta is Narsimha Mehtani Hundi. Hundi, we all know. Hundi means it's a kind of a exchange of, we can say, a bill. It was done in the tradition earlier times. Suppose if I have to go to some other city and I'm afraid that the dacoits on the way, they may loot me. So what I do, I will just get it written down from some merchant that you encash this amount from the person from where I am going. So this is we call as a hundi. So it so happened, some merchants, they came to Junagadh and they were asking, who's there any big merchant in Junagadh whom we can rely and whom we can give hundi. So these persons, they were asking from the other, we can say, localites from Junagadh. And the localites, what they said, let us have a fun. They all sent them to Narsimha Mehta's home. कि वहाँ पर जाइए, वहाँ पे बड़े आदमी हैं, उनसे आप एनकेश करा दीजिएगा. Now they all went to him. And Narsimha Mehta, he understood that they have played a trick on me. Then he said, okay. Then Narsimha Mehta wrote a hundi. He wrote a hundi to whom? He wrote a hundi to Shamal Shah. Shamal Shah means Lord Krishna who's residing in Dwarka. So there was some 700 rupees something amount was there. So all these four people, they are going to Dwarka. And there they were searching, who is Shamal Shah here? Who is Shamal Shah here? They were searching all through day and then they came to know वहां के नरसिंह मेहता ने हमको ठग लिया. Then again Lord Krishna, as if in the form of a very rich man and his munim, means and his subordinate, Akrur, they present themselves in Dwarika Nagari. And then, while these four persons, they were just going from that way, they were asking that very person, अच्छा आप श्यामल शाह को जानते हैं? हाँ हम वही हैं, मैं ही श्यामल शाह हूँ. And they got their money and cashed there. So this is one of the very famous, we can say, a play of the Nataka in Narsimha Mehta's life. It is said as a hundi, the bill of exchange. There are many other compositions which were done by Narsimha Mehta. The one is Kuvar Vainu Mameru, as I said earlier. Another is Shamal Shano Vivaha. Third is the hundi. And the another is this Haramala. Haramala is another incident which I think I don't have a time to say. Regarding the literary significance of Narsimha Mehta, Narsimha Mehta is considered as the first poet to bring a distinct and vibrant voice of Gujarati language. He is considered as the Adi Kavi of Gujarat. His use of simple lyrical language and everyday themes made deep spiritual philosophy accessible to the common people, playing a major role in the Bhakti movement of Gujarat. So this is what the life and teachings of Narsimha Mehta. Next, first of all, we discussed here the life of Mirabai. Now, there is another Mirabai of Gujarat. Her name was Ganga Sati. Ganga Sati, she was born in 1856 or 1884. Some say she was born between the 12th and 14th centuries, and she was born near Bhavnagar district of Gujarat. Now, as in the earlier talk, Swamiji was mentioning the book Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. In Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, there many times a question comes, is it possible to realize God while living in the world? Whether it is possible to realize God while living in the world, or is it possible that Grihastha also can realize God? There Sri Ramakrishna says, yes, why not? Grihasthas also can realize God. And this we are find in Ganga Sati's life. Ganga Sati's life, we don't find many miracles as we find in the lives of Mirabai or the Narsimha Mehta. But Ganga Sati's life was very, very simple life. There are not much, we can say, biographical accounts in Ganga Sati's life. Ganga Sati, she was married to a person whose name was Kuhar Sang Gohil. That Kuhar Sang Gohil, he was also a devoted person. Ganga Sati and Kuhar Sang, they both were just leading a pious, devoted householder life. And their main devotional practice, they were the Annadanam. Whosoever comes to their family, any fakir or sadhu, they used to feed fakir or sadhus. And always, whenever the time used to allow them, they always used to find themselves immersed in katha or chanting the glories of God. In the meantime, Ganga Sati and her husband name was Kasar Sang. They had a son. And son's name was Ajuba. It so happened that Ajuba, he somehow got into a bad company. And he was he was distracted from the way of life their parents were leading. Then what Ganga Sati, she did, she got her son married to another pious lady. Her name was Panbai. You are seeing this photo. The Ganga Sati, she is explaining something to a lady. That lady's name is Panbai. Panbai bhajans are very famous in Gujarat. Panbais and Ganga Sati's bhajan. So this Ganga Sati, Panbai was a daughter-in-law of Ganga Sati. Once it so happened, the husband of Ganga Sati, he did some miracle. What miracle he did? He found that a cow, it was lying in a very, we can say, diseased condition. And someone told Ganga Sati's husband, if you bring back this cow to life, then we will say that your God is Almighty, your God exists. Then Kasar Sangh, what he did, he brought a Charanamrit of sadhus and he just sprinkled those Charanamrit to almost dead cow. And that cow, it comes back to the life. And in that way, the Kasar Sangh's name got spread. That Kasar Sangh had some miraculous powers in him. But Kasar Sangh, Ganga Sati's husband, he felt very dejected. He thought कि जीवन और मरण तो भगवान के हाथ में है, मैंने ऐसा क्यों किया? And he was just repenting and he thought that now let me take a samadhi, let me end my life. And he conveys the message to Ganga Sati that now I think I should take samadhi and I should leave this world. Ganga Sati says to her husband, I am also coming with you. Her husband says, no, you must teach your daughter-in-law regarding the intricacies of devotional practices. You will come after me. And she was also, as her husband said, and she was not at all dejected that her husband is taking samadhi. We can say a live samadhi. And on the contrary, she arranged a festival that her husband is taking a live samadhi. And the day her husband, he took samadhi, the 52 days after that, Ganga Sati took samadhi. During those 52 days, each day, she composed a bhajan. And she composed a bhajan and she sung that bhajan to Panbai. Who was Panbai? Panbai was a daughter-in-law of Ganga Sati. Now let me tell you the kind of a practice of devotion which Ganga Sati practiced. It was a kind of a nirguna bhakti devotion. In that the padas of Ganga Sati, we find that there are the references of the equality, there are references of this our Manusha Janam, it should not go in waste, and there are references of the Mahima of Guru. In one of our very famous bhajan in Gujarati, it says, Vijdi ne chamkare, motira parovore panbai. In each of our bhajan, you will find a mention of the name of Panbai. Okay, Panbai, you do this. Panbai, this I tell unto you. So in this bhajan, Vijdi ne chamkare re, motira parovore panbai. There, Ganga Sati, she tells her daughter-in-law Panbai, Panbai, this human birth, it is just going away. And it is as if Vijdi na chamkara, it is as if a lightning, this human birth, we don't know how long we will be living. So we should devote our life, our time to the devotion of God. We don't know when we will pass away. There is another bhajan, Meru to dhage, pan jena man nava dhage. The wise person, he will never be deviated from the path which he has taken. One should be confined to one's path of devotion. So this is what the path of devotion. Ganga Sati also tells about the Navadha Bhakti. She advocates for the Navadha Bhakti mark, the 9 forms of devotion, including Shravana, Kirtan, Smrana. Again, she focuses on the ultimate formless God rather than specific Hindu deities. I said, no, it is a Nirguna Bhakti. Then she says about the nature of the life. She poetically says, in the flesh of lightning, thread the pearls, O Panbai. She poetically compares the human life to the brief, momentary flash of lightning, urging the disciple to use the fleeting time to gather the pearls of spiritual knowledge before it is too late. So, this is what the life and teaching of Panbai. Next, we find another saint of Gujarat. He was the Akha Bhagat. Akha Bhagat, he was, we can say, he was from a family of Soni. Soni family means he was working, he used to do some work on the jewelry. And he was also in a very respectable position in the mint company. Now, as in Gita also we find the Arjuna Vishada Yoga. What happens? We feel dejected, sorrow, and in this way we come to God. In this and that way, what we do, we come to our senses that this life is transient, God alone is real. The same thing happened in the life of Akha Bhagat. He was born in near about 1615. In his young life, he lost his wife, his parents, his sisters. Then something happened. Happened means there were two incidents of betrayal in the life of Akha Bhagat. And he felt very dejected. And what he did, he just leaves his job and he goes away to some guru. The guru of Akha Bhagat was Saint Gokulnath. Saint Gokulnath was a grandson of Vallabhacharya, who was an adherent of Pushti Margiya Vaishnavism. Akha Bhagat, he expressed his philosophy and criticism of society primarily through a unique form called Chappa. Chappa is a kind of a meter. In that very meter, Akha Bhagat, he composed many bhajans and padas. His teaching was it is just like a kind of a Advaita Vedanta school of thought. He used a sharp wit and satire in his chappas to express hypocrisy, blind faith, and societal evils. The major works of Akha Bhagat was Akhe Gita. Whatever he composed, it is there in the form of a Gita, and it is said as a Akhe Gita. There was another his Rachana or composition, it is called as Panchikaranam, Anubhava Bindu, and Kaivalya Gita. One of the Chappa means, as I said, it is a particular kind of a meter. In that particular meter, Akha Bhagat, he composed many of his bhajans and hymns. So in one of the Chappa of Akha Bhagat, he says, still applying tilak, have turned 53, and worn out are the holes and the rosary. It is in Gujarati, it is there. Tilak karta trepan thaya, jap mala na naka gaya. Now your life is over by applying just a tilak on his forehead. But still you have not the vision of Lord. Again he says, such is the habit of a foolish person. He worships each and every stone as God. He plucks leaves on seeing Tulsi Gran. This talk of countless God from where? That Akha is the chief menace. So in this Akhas we find, in compositions we find, he vehemently is opposing the caste evils which were prevalent in those times. He was also scathing in his attacks on self-proclaimed or blind gurus and ignorant followers, cautioning people against being misled or who are driven by greed or vanity. Akha was a social reformer also, advocating for equality and criticizing the caste system and the oppression of women. The last saint, the saint from Gujarat, that one of the next, we can say, a prominent saint from Gujarat, Rajasthan, his name is Dadu Dayal. Dadu Dayal was born in near about, we can say, 16th, early part of 16th century. Regarding Dadu Dayal's early life, it is said कि one of the gentlemen, his name was Ladhu Ram. Ladhu Ram found that a boy was floating in the Sabarmati river. And he comes to the rescue of that boy, and he took that boy to his home, and that boy is no one but our Dadu Dayal. Now, this Ladhu Ram, he, whatever the education is to be provided, he provided education to Dadu Dayal. And Ladhu Ram was finding that this Dadu Dayal, he was not at all interested in the worldly duties. And it so happened, it is there in the Dadu Dayal's life that at the age of 12, he gave up his home. He went away. And again, his mentor, Ladhu Ram, he caught hold of him and brings back to his family. And there he got him married. But again, it is said, again he went away from that place. That place means that Sabarmati, Gujarat only. And Dadu Dayal, he started leading a life of a wandering monk. It is said that he had spiritual instructions from a guru. That guru's name was Baba Budunu. Some says his guru was a son of Kabir Kalam, and some says his guru was Baba Budunu. He settled for some period in the places like Sambar and Amber in Rajasthan, where he began gathering the disciples. He preached a middle path and held debates with orthodox religious figures. His group of followers grew into a major spiritual sect. We say Dadu Panthi. We find there are 52. 52, we can say, his inner disciples, or a very, we can say, close disciples of Dadu Dayal. Mainly the works of Dadu Dayal's which we find, the Dadu Anubhava Vani. These are the poetic utterances. This is the compilation of his poetic aphorisms, devotional hymns and verses. It was recorded by his chief disciple. His disciple's name was Rajab. Again, we find in his composition, the composition name was Panchavani. Panchavani, this is a sacred anthology for the Dadu Panth. It includes the selection of Dadu Dayal verses along with those of other prominent saints like Kabir, Namdev and Ravidas. The core teachings of Dadu Dayal are the same as we find in Ganga Sati's life, a Nirguna Bhakti way of devotion. He championed the worship of a formless God, transcendenting the physical forms, idols, and rituals. He emphasized the underlying unity of all faiths, actively seeking to bridge the divide between Hindus and Muslims. Dadu rejected, some say, he rejected the authorities of Vedas also and caste distinctions. He stressed the repetition of God's name, Japa, and the crucial role of Sadguru. In many of his compositions, we find the Mahima of Guru. In one of his, we can say a Doha of, it is also a kind of a meter, the Doha of this Dadu Dayal, he says, Jhuthe andhe guru ghane, Jhuthe andhe guru ghane, bharam dikhave ai. There are many false gurus. Dada sacha guru milay, jeev brahma vai jai. If one gets a real guru in one's life, that jiva, he transforms himself to a Brahman. Again he says, Jahan Atam tahan Ram hai, sakal raya bharpur. Wherever there is Atman, there is Brahman. And this whole universe is pervaded by Brahman only. Again he says, Bhari bhari byala prem ras, apne hathe pilai. Okay, you take the nectar of the name of Lord and you keep on drinking this. Satguru ke sadke kiya, dadu bali bali jai. So this is what the teachings of the saint from Rajasthan, Dadu Dayal. So this is how, in short, we covered the many, we can say, 5 saints' lives and teachings. As I said earlier, even to cover the life and teaching of a single, of even life and teaching of one saint, it requires many hours. So in short, we tried to ponder on the lives and teachings of the saints of Gujarat. I again thank to all the team members of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and to all the respectable audiences that you have allowed me to share my views about the lives and teachings of the saints of Gujarat and saints of Rajasthan. Thank you very much.
Our gratitude to Swami Medhajananda Maharaj Ji for bringing those bhakti voices near enough to touch. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ. Now we have a 10 minutes coffee break. I request all of you to join us for coffee and request and kindly please be seated at Kincha Hall for our next cultural program, dance drama of Mirabai, Life of Mirabai.